Let's talk about this shit. Jump in the room real quick, man. Let's talk about this shit because it really ain't as complex as everybody think. YouTubers is making this shit seem hella complex and hella deep. I mean, it's deeper than what you think, but it's not as deep as what you probably think it is. You get what I'm saying? It's not the same as that. It's not just as complex as you think because it's just the whole melee of bullshit, bro. Everything's still just one big ass drama. You know what I'm saying here, man? Let's talk about this shit. I'm still on the story for mass shooting downtown. I'm still gonna cover that story 100%. I'm covering that shit no matter what. Let's talk about the shooting game camp versus the Mozzy camp. You feel me now? Now let's check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. We got one person in here. We had one person in there. Now we got two people in here. Let's talk about this shit. Shooter Gang VJ, Shooter Gang Fleecy, they both went viral lately. Recently, Fleecy went viral for see a chain, take a chain. He took somebody's chain from the Mozzy camp, I guess, right? That all stemmed from somebody taking, allegedly, so all this shit is alleged. Don't go back and try to use my word as law. All this shit is alleged. Somebody snatched Shooter Gang Coney's chain, allegedly. And remember, when they said that shit, Mozzy Marcus allegedly was supposed to be present. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? No? Yes? Okay, yeah, check it out. Now with the Shooter Gang Coney situation, Mozzy Marcus and a couple old park niggas, couple of niggas that's probably not known to the rap world, but known to Sacramento, was present when Shooter Gang Coney, when Coney got his chain took. And you know they say Coney, he's not from Oak Park, they're from Elk Grove. That's what they try to say. They try to say a lot of the Shooter Gang members are from Elk Grove. Some of them are from Oak Park, but a lot of them they say they're from Elk Grove and they from Shooter Gang is not just an Oak Park gang. Shooter Gang is Shooter Gang. You get what I'm saying? SSG is SSG. And Oak Park is Oak Park. Just like the Mozzy camp is Mozzy camp. It's not just Oak Park. It's built around the Oak Park camp, but it's not just that. So, Shooter Gang Coney got his chain took, right? Remember that shit a while back. No, I'm not. You said I'm on. No, I'm not on. What you mean on like drinking? Nah, nigga. Oh, on point? Alright, boom. If you talk about on point, okay, I'm on point. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Now, Shooter Gang Coney, when he got his chain took, they tried to say the nigga that had the red hair or whatever, the nigga with the tattoos that got smoked about a year and a half ago, was the nigga that took his chain. And you remember when Shooter Gang was actually downing that nigga and dissing that nigga when he died, said snakes get what they deserve, because he supposed to have been the nigga that took the chain. Boom. You remember Mozzy had the chain on. After that situation happened, Mozzy was seen wearing Shooter Gang Coney's Shooter Gang chain in the studio, in the club, passing that motherfucker around, letting people wear that motherfucker. Boom. Fast forward. A Mozzy member get his chain took. But you remind you, Shooter Gang is real prevalent because of Babyface Gunna and K Squeeze. Those are the two main faces that's from Oak Park that are really Oak Park babies that was in motherfucking Shooter Gang. And I'm pretty sure motherfucking Babyface Gunna is still part of Shooter Gang. Boom. So, K Squeeze passes, rest in peace to that man, you feel me? I know a lot of people close to him, actually know his stepmom, you feel me? Real close, you feel me? That's real close to home. I know a lot of people that's the homie, you feel me? That's friends that go back for a long time. Not saying I'm part of the politics or nothing like that, just letting be known, but it's close to home with certain stories, so I don't try to talk about a lot of shit because I know a lot of people that know a lot of people that know a lot of people, and I'm not trying to disrespect no people, you get what I'm saying? So, boom. He was one of real prevalent name inside of that Shooter Gang mark. And as you hear in the song that Murder Gang Juju even made against Shooter Gang VJ, he said, nigga, you ain't really the Shooter Gang. You feel me? He said, you ain't really Shooter Gang, nigga. Squeeze is. K Squeeze is. K Squeeze what really got them niggas' name known. That's what he's trying to say. K Squeeze what really made them niggas accepted. You know what I'm saying? Got them accepted, I guess, in Fleecy and VJ. They was the ones that got them accepted. You feel me? And my nigga Mava, rest in peace. Mava and K Squeeze. And I remember seeing Mava and K Squeeze riding around the South, but they used to be sliding through Odell all the time. They used to slide through Odell all the time. 2020, nah, yeah. But this was that was when K Squeeze died, 2020. This was more, this was 2017. I just got out of jail. I had caught a gun charge, bro. 2017, bro. I got out of jail, caught a gun charge. You feel me? This was August, bro. I remember. I never forget it. K Squeeze, Mava, and I think that nigga Juju pulled up on me over on Odell. You feel me? Yeah, you late, nigga. You a couple years. You a couple years ahead, nigga. This is like 2017. Boom. They pull up on me on Odell. They had like a green Audi. Nigga, and if I'm lying, nigga, I'm flying. They had like a green Audi A4 Quattro, you feel me, or something. Boom. Because I had a Passat. Boom. They pull up on me. And I never forget, nigga, like, you know, Mava was a cold nigga. Mava was one of them niggas. My bro was one of them niggas that are like try to get you to, he'll try to see how dumb you was. He'll try to see if you was dumb enough to do what he tried to get you to do. So he'd try to crash you the fuck out. Mava would try to get at one of them little niggas to crash out. Even grown men was so scared of this nigga, he'd get grown men to crash out. I remember, nigga, I had my thing on me. Boom, 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 boom. I can say that because I went down for it already, so I ain't tripping. I had my thing on me. Boom, we sitting in the car. We sitting in the car and shit. I'm sitting in the car. Boom, I'm sitting on Odell. Boom, I'm visiting my baby mama and shit at the time. Boom, I'm visiting her family and shit over there on Odell. They pull up, but you know, I'm a king nigga, bro. You know, being from Stockton, bro, you gonna listen to everything around you. So I hear some niggas. Mava over there, like pumping this nigga up, like, yeah, you know, I know, bro. He was like, nigga, just go over there and play. He was like, bro, tell him. He said he asked him to say something to me that was out of pocket. And if they would have said that, Mava know it would have went up with me, nigga. So he was trying to get them niggas to crash out on some playing around, like, but he wanted them joking type ass niggas that'd get, you know, he'd get your ass. He'd get you fucked up and laugh about it. Like, bro, you was that dumb to go do that shit. Nigga, I didn't think you really was gonna do it. That nigga was gonna beat your ass. He was one of them type of niggas. But anyway, last time I seen him, K Squeeze, and that's the first time I ever seen Murder Gang Juju. That was the only time I ever seen him. I remember that shit. I never forget them niggas pulled up on me. So I remember when I seen his music, he used to always look hella familiar. But anyway, that was the recipe for my nigga Mava. Nigga Mava and Murder Gang Juju and K Squeeze used to ride around, right? So VJ in the song was like, bro, you a bitch. You ain't never really did shit. Free that man because you're really innocent. And when he said that shit, he was saying because allegedly, nigga, you really didn't do shit. The two niggas that did it was dead. Allegedly. You feel me? If you read between the lines of what he's saying, I had to listen to both of their diss songs. They dissing each other. One side of Old Park is fucking with, or one side of Old Park is fucking with this over here. One side of Old Park is fucking with this over here. To add on to Shooter Gang VJ, no counterfeit stacks. That nigga Red Stacks is back out of jail. Boom. Under Warzilla. This nigga is going at Mozzy also. He going at Mozzy. I see what it is. It's VJ, Fleecy, Maserati Ricky, Stacks, and Coney and everybody, they all on that side. They ain't fucking with Mozzy no more. If you notice, all the niggas that was fucking with Mozzy, they start fucking with Mozzy, they start fucking with the other side of the park that don't fuck with Mozzy. You get what I'm saying? Like the new money era, like the new money side. If y'all know what's going on, you get what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna speak too much. You feel me? They on, you know, they on the other side of the park, they on the other side of that same flag. You get what I'm saying? They're on the same side of the flag, but on the other side of each other. You get what I'm saying? Same hood, different motherfucking mindsets. Now, Red Stacks came out with a song that nigga ain't as dope as me. He was talking about you ain't never stood over nothing. You ain't never ride for Zoe. You ain't never did that. Them was my homies. I was listening to the song and I had to really think to myself like, damn, I always knew this shit was gonna come to this, to where Mozzy took himself to the forefront in the music. Mozzy is big dog when it comes to the music in Sacramento. I don't give a fuck what hood you from. Mozzy big dog with the music, right? And that's just facts, bro. It's like you can state real facts with that shit. Now, when it comes to the street side, I don't know if I can say that. I'm not even gonna try to speak on. That's not my politicking, but I'm gonna tell you from what I know in the streets. It's a lot of shit going on. The niggas that's coming home right now, you know, it's a lot of high ranking shit going on right now. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I'm gonna say with that right there. So it looks like Stacks, VJ, Fleecy, and whoever else is on the shooter gang side is going at the Mozzy camp. Then you seen motherfucking Mozzy getting that motherfucking he had to be getting that Maserati Rick, Red Stacks, you feel me? And Fleecy, VJ, and the niggas when he said you ain't ride for Zoe, you ain't ride for Wooty Whoop, and you ain't ride for Wooty Whoop. This shit getting deeper than what you think it is. Mozzy has elevated. Just like the Mozzy camp is not all Oak Park members. You get what I'm saying? Sally Rules from the east. You get what I'm saying? That nigga from Lincoln Village. You get what I'm saying? That shit is not Oak Park. Mozzy is a record label, bro. That is a name. That is a motherfucking group of individual entertainers. Just like Shooter Gang. Shooter Gang is a street entertainment entity, if you really want to say. But they all got their own motherfucking placement in their hood. So if they go to jail, they gonna all be together. So when you seeing Juju go at it with Fleecy, with VJ, and them niggas making these diss songs, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. That nigga VJ hard as fuck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That nigga Shooter Gang VJ on that Jump Shot, wherever that new song, that Murder Gang Juju did this, and he just dropped right now, that like 2 days ago, a day ago, that shit go hard as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie. And that that's my shit. That's my shit. Don't. That shit go crazy. That nigga was going crazy on that motherfucker, nigga. I was listening to that shit yesterday. But yeah, this shit is getting deeper than what you think it is. Now that Mozzy wore that Shooter Gang Coney chain, that nigga Fleecy is where, see how he took that nigga, he took somebody's chain, some Mozzy member chain. Who the fuck chain was that? Cause I ain't gonna lie, I ain't been up on that shit like that. Hey, that nigga VJ on my mama. That nigga, hey, bro got bars, bro. Lil bro got bars. That nigga going up. That nigga hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's my first time really listening to VJ, bro. That nigga hard, bro. But one thing I'm gonna tell you is, look, you notice when that nigga Mozzy said what took him so long to sign the CMG? He had to tie up some loose motherfucking, he said some loose corners, right? Since he had to tie up some loose ends, right? If you notice, who the fuck is going at Mozzy all of a sudden? All his old friends. Anybody he did not take with him or include in that deal wasn't fucking with him before, they probably feel the pressure and know he ain't fucking with him now, or now that it has to be a new king in Oak Park. A local king. You get what I'm saying? Like, Mozzy's in motherfucking Memphis with his record label, or in LA. There has to be a motherfucking silver lining. And who else can be the king of Oak Park? Stacks just got out of jail. Snubs just went to jail. Snubs didn't get a chance to get his motherfucking full run at this entertainment shit, because that nigga was dope and he was before his time. New Era, New King Part 2 on God, nigga, from your boy Busy Gang Rob. See, I'm telling you. Hey, New Era, New King Part 2, you ain't lying. Stacks, that nigga hard though. Nigga, I'm not even gonna lie to you. And if you notice, his sister is Nani Blanco. She dropped out of the music scene. Now she call her Ascari Felix, or Felix Ascari. Ascari Felix is her name now, or something like that. Boom. She stopped fucking with the gangbanging shit and started doing other shit, right? But if you seen that message she posted about Mozzy, right? If you notice, it's always like that. When a nigga start getting some fame and start getting on, it's always something that brings him back down. Or somebody, it's like a crab in a bucket mentality. No disrespect to nobody. It's the crab in a bucket mentality without it actually trying to be that. But that's what the fuck it is. Mozzy reaches to sign this deal, and instead of everybody from Oak Park been pushing him up like y'all been pushing him up, without y'all pushing him up the way y'all been behind him, Mozzy wouldn't even have a chance to have that deal. You get what I'm saying? So why would y'all wait until he about to sign the deal to start talking shit. Everybody from Jalise, from Nani Blanco, Stacks, Maserati Ricky, VJ, Shooter Gang VJ, Fleecy. You know what I mean? That's why that nigga Juju said, I ain't never going against Mozzy. Right or wrong, I'm never going against my bro. And that's some real shit though. Regardless of right or wrong, you don't go against your nigga because he wrong. You for sure gonna check your nigga if he wrong, but you still rock with your nigga though. You don't go against your nigga just because you trying to motherfucking pertain or motherfucking entertain some bullshit from the other side. You never go against your nigga. Hold on, let me get this door. You never go against your motherfucking niggas just because you trying to entertain some shit from the other side. Now let me tell y'all something. Motherfucking Fleecy, we don't know who took that chain, right? That's some inner Oak Park beef. That's some inner Oak Park turmoil. One thing is for sure. Mozzy has cousins from the DPH side. He doesn't just have to kick it with Oak Park. His uncle is Big GP the Beast. He's Genario, Peter, whatever his name is. GP, bro, Lil GP, Big GP, GP3, whatever his name is, CP3. All of them, you feel me, is his family members. So he has more connections outside of Oak Park, and I had to really pay attention to what Mozzy was doing. Mozzy has connections, and he actually, like they said, he switches his crew up every couple months, which is pretty smart. Look at everybody in the Mozzy camp and what's going on with them every couple months. Somebody's always going to jail. It's always a motherfucking homicide involved in somebody's investigation. So when he said he had to tie up some loose ends, that's what the fuck he meant when he said he had to tie up some loose ends. He had to tie up, he had to get rid of who was a parasite in his life. He had to get rid of who was not going to be a valuable member of his motherfucking, his entourage. If you notice, he still got Selly Rule. He still got E Mozzy. He would have had K Squeeze around him. I'm pretty sure he still got Babyface Gunna. And Babyface Gunna, I haven't really seen him, but I'm pretty sure I haven't heard any songs of Babyface Gunna dissing Mozzy. Babyface Gunna is part of the Mozzy camp, even though he is Shooter Gang. And that's the crazy part about it. That's where they get a lot of their credibility. Before you knew about anything about Shooter Gang, you knew about Babyface Gunna and K Squeeze, Ham and Cheese. That's what you knew about. Lil Trev, oh yeah, Lil Trev, yeah, most definitely. Oh, and then they got that nigga Scar. They got Scar. He from East, you feel me? Mozzy Records, you feel me? Mozzy Records actually got a lot of people under they pushing their umbrella, pushing their whole movement. So that's one thing niggas gotta understand. With Shooter Gang trying to go against the grain and literally bite the hand that fed them at first. That's what's really going on. Shooter Gang is actually, they're like, all right. Say, when you get 18, you want to rebel. You want to show niggas that you ain't the little brother no more. You ain't the little nigga no more. So you start doing shit abnormally. Outside of what the fuck you would have really been doing, what you normally would have been doing. A couple years ago, you wouldn't have never seen Shooter Gang going against Mozzy. Nigga. Shooter Gang, Mozzy, all that shit, nigga. Go look at Shooter Gang Coney's interviews. It was all the same thing. It was all one thing. Until that chain got took. Coney is the motherfucking Mozzy of Shooter Gang. Facts. So Shooter Gang Coney gets the same respect from all his Shooter Gang SSG niggas, just like Mozzy get from all the Mozzy camp niggas. Facts. And it would have been Shooter Gang JoJo if he didn't go to jail. Because he was the first one to really blow. JoJo was the nigga to blow when he got all them years in jail. And I ain't gonna speak on how the Mozzy camp and Shooter Gang, it goes deeper than what you seeing online. But I guess they tried to say that Mozzy supposed to been, well, I'm gonna talk about it because it's already online. Mozzy supposed to had got JoJo out of jail, but he didn't get JoJo out of jail, allegedly. All alleged. Mozzy was supposed to get him out, but he didn't get him out, allegedly. I don't know. It sounds like he has some merit to it, but you know, it could be totally false as fuck. But JoJo doing 14 years in jail, and I guess Mozzy could have put the money in for the lawyers, so he didn't have to do that time in jail, 12 years or whatever he's doing. So he came out with that Thuder, that bring it to me shit. They give it to me. Everybody, that shit was clapping hard as fuck. And it's crazy because I met Shooter Gang JoJo in jail. We was all on we was in the branch together. 2018, March 2018, I was in the branch with him. He was in the brown dorm. I was in the he was in the brown dorm. I was in the red dorm. You know what I'm saying? In the branch. So he was in there cooking and shit. He was in I think the brown dorm was a cooking dorm, I believe. Because when I went back, you feel me, the green dorm was a cooking dorm, and I was in the green, but the brown was a cooking dorm at first, and that nigga was in there. I remember when he first got a little tattoo on his forehead. I seen, that's how I recognized, bro. I was like, Joe, Shooter Gang JoJo? He was like, yeah. I was like, bro, my mama, your music go crazy, bro. Keep doing your shit. He was like, yeah, my mama. And that's the first time I met, bro. He was in jail and shit. A lot of niggas. The nigga Frog was in there. Drugs was in there. A lot of niggas was in jail when I went to the branch, bro. You know, in the county, in the branch in the county, Oak Park, damn near run the jails out here. They're the biggest gang in the branch and the county in Sacramento. Facts, big facts. Anybody that been in jail know that shit. Oak Park is the most dominant force inside of the jails on the east side, for sure. So on the east side is damn near, yeah, you know, and they run one whole side damn near. You know what I'm saying? You have the Northerners in their programming on that side. You might have some others programming on that side, but for the most part, that's what it is on inside the branch, inside the county. So that's why, you know, they get a lot of respect out here, because when people go to jail, a lot of people might talk a lot of shit, but when they go to jail, they fold the fuck up. And I'm telling you right now, on both sides of the jail, on the east and the west side. The west side would be more for anybody that's from 29th Street, Trigger Mob, you know, but the only thing about it, the Heights, you know what I mean, goes on the east side. The Heights niggas would be on the east side. You get what I'm saying? The Manor niggas, they'd be on the east side. You know what I mean? On the east side. Anything else, you get what I'm saying? It'd be on the west side, you know? So they try to segregate it like that to keep the peace and keep everything down. But like I said, Shooter Gang and Mozzy Camp, bro, they're splitting up the whole politics of Oak Park. And it's crazy because it's going to weaken, I believe. No, I don't know. Who the fuck am I? I guess I don't know shit, right? But I believe this is going to weaken the interior of Oak Park, because how can y'all worry about funking with all these other people and y'all funking with each other so bad and trying to knock each other off? Y'all making songs dissing y'all top dog. How you make songs dissing Mozzy? Mozzy will be the motherfucker that actually he already broke y'all into the industry. So whoever's going against him will have a hard time getting into the industry. Think about it like this. In your city, if you're going against the man that actually is the biggest dog in the city inside this music shit, and then you're going against the same people he's going against, what do you think it'd be on your likelihood of you actually making it to where he is? Him actually opening those doors for you and just, you know what I mean, telling him, oh yeah, this is my partner right here, bro, you know, shaking the hand so you can meet some friends and you can get that deal. The likelihood is slim to none, bro. You disrespecting me on a song and you trying to motherfucking dethrone me, bro. What you trying to dethrone me for? That's what, that's what I would feel like, bro. I would not, don't get it wrong. You just like the ops from the other side right now. I ain't saying I want to hurt you or do nothing to you, but as far as me looking out for you, I'm not doing that. Especially if it's to where you trying to tarnish my name and my legacy and making it seem like it's something that it ain't. Or even if it is something that's going on, it should be internal affairs, you get what I'm saying, to keep that shit internally between us. You don't put that shit out there for the media, especially niggas from the other side. And that goes both ways. Lately in Sacramento, I've been seeing a lot of people out and about partying. And I was watching Sacramento Gang Archives, and I was listening to what the fuck they was talking about. You know, I watched a little bit. I watched like 5 people out here in Northern California. I watched like 5 outlets. He's one of them. And when he said what he said about the Stars, the banked up camp, and the Mozzy camp operating and moving totally different, he's 100% right. I've seen more of one camp out than I've seen of the other camp out. 100% facts. He was telling the truth about that shit. You see but I've been seeing both camps out. I see both camps out. I see all camps. It's not just one camp, but we're gonna say umbrellas, because that's what it falls under out here. You either under one umbrella or the other umbrella. Not saying you're a part of the camp. You're just under the umbrella of what something is, and that's what it is in Sacramento. That's what people gotta understand. They're hybrid, and they're hybrid situations. You get what I'm saying? Mixed up individuals from different parts and regions and geographical landscapes, bro, that come together to actually hold one thing down. That's how I'm gonna put that. I ain't gonna say nothing, nothing else. But this shit is actually making a divide and conquer. You feel me? United we stand, divided we fall. That's what's gonna go on, I believe, with this situation with Shooter Gang. And then they got the New Money side. They got the Fab side. They got the Zilla side. And they're displaying all the street politics right here on social media for everybody to see. So with Stacks, VJ, Fleecy, Maserati Rick, Nani Blanco, they all on one team. And then you got Mozzy, Selly Rule, E Mozzy. You got Murder Gang Juju. You got shit. You got Snubs. You got you know what I mean? You got everybody. And Snubs, Maserati Rick, and Stacks. Those three and Perkzilla. Those four was friends. Those four was the friends. Those were the older ranking side of Oak Park, bro, back in the day, allegedly. You read all these books, bro, watch these movies, allegedly. Now, so it's weird seeing Stacks on one side, Maserati Rick on one side. What side is Snubs gonna be on when he come home? Cause Snubs, he say he the part owner of Mozzy Records, and he pushed Mozzy Records to the fullest. He's never stopped pushing Mozzy Records since he been pushing that since 5-6 years ago, 7 years, wherever, how many years ago. You get what I'm saying? So it's gonna be kind of weird to see how this plays out. And you know what I mean, if y'all know how it is and y'all know what it is, there's a difference between, put it like this, that bulletproof shit. If y'all know what that is, y'all know what that is. If y'all don't, y'all don't. But there's a difference between being internally in something and externally brought into something and being accepted into it. It's a difference for sure. When you get brought into something, you can get took out of it. When you are in that, when you are born and you're from that, there's no way you can get taken out of that. So that's what's going on right now with the Shooter Gang camp and the Mozzy camp. There's people that feel like, hey, I'm from Oak Park. I'm from this shit. You're claiming something. We brought you in this shit, and we can take you out this shit. That's what's going on right now. You know what I mean? It's like a dick measuring contest going on. Pause. No homo. Whatever y'all want to say in your city, whatever the fuck you want to say. That's what's going on right now. It's everybody's so egotistic. They can't let their pride go to the side, bro, and let this shit go. Every time one person says something, somebody else is gonna say something. You make a response, I'm gonna make a response, and I'm gonna get more disrespectful. That's how it's going. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy because drill music is going like it's getting real. It's getting a lot of bad publicity right now, right? A lot of bad pub right now, but at the same time, I just seen that song Stacks just dropped a couple days ago. That nigga been before his time since before his time. He been making songs. Drill music has been in Sacramento. I have to really realize that shit. Drill music has been in Sacramento since like 2006, 2005. I remember my nigga Charles, they call him Young Celebrity. You get what I'm saying? I remember when the Guns in the Stars was funking back in the day. We're gonna take it back, man. We're gonna take it back. Sit down and get your fat ass some popcorn or something. We're going to talk about the Guns and the Stars when they was funking. This is a whole nother shift, right? But it ties in Oak Park. Because anyway, if you know, you know. We're going to talk about the Guns and the Stars when it was funky back in the day. I remember when Twan, Noon, Big Diddy, Lil Diddy, my cousin Buddha, that nigga, they call him Jude. Nigga, Isaac, Isaiah, the twins, you feel me? Everybody, bruh. That nigga, Joe, nigga from Valley High Power before he got killed, bruh. From Team Hut. Nigga, on my mama, nigga, look. You remember when them niggas was rapping on that nigga Bambino, you from before he was from Oak Park, bruh, when he was from the Guns and shit. Bambino, he was rapping with Lil Nick. Bro, when he was from the Guns, bro, that's my nigga, bro. I know this nigga, bro. My mama, nigga, he originally from Stockton, though, you feel me? Nigga, boom. Cortez Park. Nigga, but nigga Oak Park to the fullest though, nigga. That's a whole nother story. Check it out. They had a song. I remember they had this song, nigga. I swear to God, look, The funk used to be so deep, bruh. I remember I went away to college and came back. I went to school at Burbank. Let me get this straight. I went to school at Burbank, right? So I graduated 2006. Anybody that know about Burbank, nigga, or was in the South in '06, from anything from '04, '02, all the way to motherfucking 2010, know how motherfucking lit it was. It was lit. I remember, nigga, I never forget, bruh. One of my cousins from Guns, bruh. So boom, I remember he had a song on one day, and it was like, riding down the street, and I see a tan rag. I see him, he don't see me. Pull it out and bust my heat. I'm at the stars. I'm shooting at the stars. I'm at the stars. I'm shooting at the stars. They took that band. I mean the motherfucking They took what was that the Pack. They took the Pack's album and mixed a lot of those beats. And I remember that nigga Bam was on a lot of them beats, gassing. That nigga Young Celeb. I don't know if my nigga was on there. Boom. But anyway, I remember I knew at that moment when I heard that song, and I heard what niggas was talking about in the song, and I heard the responses back, I knew what it was going to be like in the next 10 years. Back then, I'd never forget that shit. And looking forward in hindsight, bro, I was kind of, not saying I was right, I'm a pharaoh and nothing like that. I ain't trying to say what I be saying be right, but you niggas need to start listening what the fuck I be talking about. How many niggas is dead from that situation? Joe dead. Lil Diddy in jail. Big Diddy got shot. Fucking but he alright. Fucking everybody that was involved in a lot of them situations ended up getting shot, getting stabbed, going to jail, doing a long term. Lil Diddy got 72 years. The twins both got a long time. One got 56 years. My cousin got 42 years with an L. He just beat his shit. He about to be out that motherfucker. That's just from one side. Now from the gutter side, you had a lot of motherfuckers that went down in the same instance because they were at war at one time, right? There's a book out called Hybrid Gangs and the Hyphy Movement Crossing the Color Line in Sacramento. If you Google that, Hybrid Gangs and the Hyphy Movement, it's going to pop up and you're going to be able to read what I'm talking about and read these stories verbatim and see who told and who didn't tell, who kept it solid, who didn't keep it solid, who folded and who didn't fold. So stop listening to people where they just tell you something and go get the facts, bro. But Google that book I just told y'all. Now, I remember when that shit happened back then, it was a big-ass war between Gutter and Guns in Sacramento. A big-ass war between them. It was 89 shootouts between the two factions. It was 89 shootouts. And I know this because I came home from college at this time, and I came home to the middle of that shit. I was just placed in the middle of everything. So I remember this shit. I never forget it. I was 19 years old, turning 20, right before I turned 20. I never forget it. A lot of people ended up getting shot, and I remember a particular shootout when my cousin went to jail. I had went home the night before. Hella niggas from one side jumped the gate and came over there and started shooting at one side. When this shit went down, what shit is all public record, go look it up. It's in the book, matter of fact. This story is actually in the book, the whole story. The niggas jumped over the gate, you feel me? Stink, Demo, all these niggas jump over the gate, boom. They come back there to shoot at who they come to shoot at. Town June ended up getting popped. He ended up getting shot. Town June ended up getting shot in the chest. He goes down when he goes to the hospital. When he goes to the hospital, he pierced both of his lungs when he got shot. They doing surgery on him. You know, the shell casings, they fly out the motherfucking, they eject out the gun. That's why you could have that shell catcher. That shit eject out the gun. The shell catching, the shell from the bullet, the shell casing was in his cufflink inside of his pants when he was getting surgery on him, emergency life-saving surgery. So the doctors kept that shit. The police booked him for attempted murder as well. Like 12 niggas from the gutter and the gun side, they all went down. All went down for one nigga getting shot. For Town June getting shot. Lil Deezy, Sting, Demo, Town June, Lil Isaiah, Isaac, Lil Diddy, Buddha, Quan. Man, when I say it was so many people that went down in that motherfucking situation, like I said, I could say this shit, not alleged. This shit actually went down. This shit is actually in motherfucking public records. You can go pull the shit up. It's in the book. Antoinette Noel Wood wrote the book from Sacramento State to get her motherfucking her master's degree from Sacramento State. So the book is called Hybrid Gangs and the Hyphy Movement Crossing the Color Line in Sacramento County. That's the name of the book. But I'm gonna give y'all a little more game. When that shit went down, everybody didn't keep it solid. That's facts. That's big facts. I'm gonna tell you this. I talk to my cousin every day. It's my cousin. He's doing the most time. He got 42 of the L from this shit because he was the only one 21 at the time when that shit happened. A lot of people folded. And I'm gonna have the paperwork on niggas too. Niggas better stop saying they the hardest niggas in Sacramento and all that weird shit. Niggas that folded in certain situations. I already got paperwork, but I just don't talk about it. But the paperwork on that situation, I'm going to have the paperwork on that situation. On every person a part of that fucking case, I'm going to have the paperwork on it. Facts. That's what you get when you go to trial. When you lose, they give you every part of your discovery so you can see exactly who said what and who did what. You get what I'm saying? Because he took it to the bum up. He took it to trial. He lost his trial. But he's been in there since 2010. Now he's coming home. Overturned this shit. So a lot of people that's out here frosting and being hella fake, bro, I know about you, bro. That's why I don't even trip. You ain't about to get no stripes off trying to do nothing to me. And I know for a fact when you behind the jail, you got niggas bro, hey, man. It's a lot of weird shit that be going on behind them. When the niggas go to jail, they don't have the same energy they have when they out here. That's one thing I'm going to tell you. I know people from all over, Stockton, Oakland, Sacramento, LA, and one thing does not change is people's energy does not stay the same when they go to jail. People go to jail, their energy change. So, like I said, my cousin be telling me all the time, cause I would send you the information, I would send you the motherfucking paperwork, but you know, he was trying to beat his trial at the time. He was trying to beat his motherfucker, he was trying to get an appeal. Now he won his appeal, he's already coming home, so I'm gonna have that paperwork pretty soon on a lot of people. And I'm going to keep it real who kept it real from every side because I'm not in the politicking. I'm out on this side, they side. I'm talking about the truth, man. Like I always tell y'all. So, I don't give a fuck who snitched from either side. I used to have a segment of my show called Expose a Snitch Wednesday. And I used to read statements out of that book, Hybrid Gangs and the Hyphy Movement, Crossing the Color Line in Sacramento County. By Antoinette Noel Wood. Go get you one. Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, they all got it. I ordered my hard copy off of there. Facts. And I would read a statement out of that book every Wednesday. I even was doing it on my Instagram. But I stopped doing it. People was like, bro, you doing too much, bro. Read people's statements. Nigga, the statement is inside this book. Nigga, Barnes & Nobles got this shit sitting inside the books for everybody to go read this shit. You should be reading this shit. Hella motherfucking stories up in there. But yeah, man. I said that to say this about the guns because, you know, the guns is locked in with certain people. And they're in the middle of Iraq, you know, Midtown Iraq, you know what I mean? And, you know, how it's tied in. So that's why I brought up that whole story about that. I remember vividly living through all that shit with everything that was going on. And I know people from both sides of all sides of the coin. All through Sacramento. I know people through every side. So that's why I'm not with the politics and all the bullshit and all that shit. Seems hella, it's a waste of time for me. Be real with you, bro. I'm on some whole other shit. But it's your boy Busy Gang Rob. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, man. Hey, comment down below and let me know if I was spitting facts or if I was lying, bro. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. A lot of people get on my motherfucking comments and be talking shit, and I'm the type of nigga that's gonna talk shit right back. So, hey, if you ain't ready for it, don't say shit to me. It's your boy Busy Gang Rob. Y'all be safe.